everyone, and welcome to the General Hospital November month in review for 2016. And I know it's a little late, I'm sorry, between Etsy orders and just everything in general, but I'm here now, so let's get right to it. So, on the 1st of November, remember, we were so young and innocent, Valentine had just revealed himself, and news of Valentine being in town got around. Valentine wants to reconnect with Nina, but she can't get over the fact that he tried to kidnap Spencer. We actually see the Mercy Hospital, which we always used to hear about. I never really saw it, or at least I never really saw it, because Sam got rushed there for abdominal pain. General Hospital, as you might remember, is still closed. So Alexis drinks the infamous box of wine that she ordered. So I decided I was going to make a note every episode. Alexis drinks as long as we're doing this. And Nell's secret paper says, "You owe me your father." There's a lot more to it, but that's all we can really see. And Anna calls Robert to officially work the Valentine case for the WSV. Yay, Anna! On the 2nd, General Hospital has officially reopened. Woo! Valerie breaks up with Curtis. I talk about, the little person, I talk about being a fitness junkie because I didn't have a good athletic reference back then. I would like to do that now. Galen Rupp, the Olympian. That's who I was that day. So, just getting it in a month later. Hayden is General Hospital's new financial manager, and things are super icy between her and Elizabeth. I got really deep into the topic of jealousy from 1150 to 1305-ish, so if you want to check that out, that's something, I really, watching back, I was like, ooh, good job, Carly. Valentine asks Alexis to legitimize his stake on the Cassadine estate, at least a good faith effort, even if he proves not to be the rightful heir. And if he doesn't have a stake, he'll leave, and Valentine covers for Alexis by saying he sent the box of wine, so in case it's found, Sam or whoever won't, think she ordered it. Hayden and Finn decide to stay professional because she has feelings for him and he's not there, and it's too hard to be friends. On the 3rd, Sunny set up that foundation in Morgan's name. Jason is suspicious of how much money Sunny's putting aside, and he thinks there's a lot more than just goodwill on Sunny's part. Daphne from Cassadine Island is in custody. Dante and Lulu get to question her, and Daphne was hired by Helena to be the surrogate for the embryo, but she was never a surrogate. And Helena seemed defeated, and Lulu is absolutely crushed. Griffin has to do a DNA test to legitimize his relationship with Charlotte. Sunny's making arrangements for his family. Nell finds out Sunny's planning something and he asks her to keep a secret. And we see Valentine's folded picture of Anna for the first time. On the 4th, Sam and Jason question Julian's driver, Pete. Nell finds Morgan's secret journal and gives it to Carly. He's been taking his medicine every day, but he's slipping and he doesn't know why. And Carly picks up on all the nuances, and she thinks something may have been wrong with the pills. Valerie did turn Curtis in for taking the pictures of the evidence. Jordan won't punish Valerie, and she wants to spare TJ and not send Curtis to jail. Alexis accepts Valentine's job offer. Valentine claims Charlotte is his daughter, and someone shoots Pete the driver, aka Julian's driver, and Ava gets a text from a blocked number that they know what she did to Morgan. On the 7th, Jason goes through Pete's stuff before the cops get there, and Curtis catches him. Curtis and Jason exchange information. Lucy is the one who texted Ava, and she's able to delay Lucy from telling anyone. Lucy thinks Ava and Morgan were back together, and she will hold on to the medicine for safekeeping. Sunny doesn't want to hear Carly's theory about the medicine, but after Sunny checks Morgan's room, there seems to be a bottle of lithium missing. Charlotte is happy to see Valentine, and Valentine has a copy of her birth certificate and with his name on it, and he cuts himself for Anna to test his blood, so, supernatural. I'm falling off the Elizabeth and Franco train, and as of now, I am so far behind that train, it's not even funny. Andre answers Jordan's phone when he sees Curtis is calling, and he tells Curtis to leave her alone. On the 8th, it was election day, and I was so young and full of hope back then. It was a different time. So Hayden gets exposed to the pathogen Finn had isolated and knocked onto the floor. Tom Baker, the man who raped Elizabeth, is up for parole again. She has a very limited time to write another statement to attempt to keep him in jail. Madison Larson, a colleague of Diane and Alexis's, is introduced real fast, and I don't know, I felt like maybe she'll come up later, so I just wanted to put that in there. Alexis authenticates Valentine's hold on the Cassadine estate, and Spencer is officially out as heir. Alexis drinks and watches Danny, and Alexis passes out, and the oven is still on with cookies inside, and after the, bell rings, Danny runs into the kitchen, and Alexis finally wakes up when the smoke detector goes off. Danny's okay, though. Jason is even more convinced now than ever that Pete turned a blind eye to Julian's car. They look through his phone records. They come upon a name, Oscar Jessup. There were 5 calls after Morgan was killed and 1 call during the window that the bomb could have been planted. And Julian is in cahoots with the GH board member and is behind the whole condos deal. On the 9th, okay, so this one was rough. I was distraught. It was a really hard day, and it was a day where y'all just saw Misha the whole time, and yeah. Anyway, Nathan gets a letter from Claudette's mom. A letter from Claudette is attached, admitting everything, and something bad must have happened to her for this letter to have been sent, and Hayden is showing signs of sickness. On the 10th, Sam raises concerns to Alexis due to the cookie incident. She has to deny drinking, and she uses Laura as a scapegoat as to, why there's an open bottle of wine there, and I say this should be Alexis's wake-up call. How right I was, right? So Nell makes a point to tell Sonny that Jack stayed over at Carly's house, even after Sonny made it clear he didn't want to talk, and Sonny gives her the letter to give to Carly after the funeral. I can't. Jax asks Nell if she remembers anything about her kidney surgery. Super sketch, right? And she remembers very little. Is it possible that Nell's not-so-good father has sent Nell to get money out of Carly and Sonny? Possible. Franco draws parallels between what he did to Sam and what happened to Elizabeth. Brad knows Zenzen was in the beaker in Finn's lab. He's super mad about the pathogen and the secrets and everything, really. Hayden comes down with life-threatening sepsis. Tom Baker was paroled, and Monica is made aware of the illegal drug in Finn's possession. On the 11th, Hayden is going to be moved to the Quartermaines so Finn can treat her as a private doctor since he can't work at the hospital anymore after an illegal drug was found in his lab. Max gets the broker to Sonny's house. Jason gets in the guy's face. The broker says he did cancel the hit immediately. Plus, it was never going to be a bomb. It was going to be a slip and fall. So Jason does want to talk to the actual contractor, though, before he tells Sonny anything. It's also the day of Morgan's funeral. And theories. Maybe Christina was involved with the car bomb since she seems like super extra distraught. And could maybe Alexis be involved? That's looking like less likely. But the Christina thing's still in my head a little bit. On the 14th, E-Cat, why are you making that horrible noise? She's scratching against paper. Anyway, on the 14th, Sonny is making this big to-do at the funeral. He has a gun, he puts it down, he says he's responsible for Morgan's death. Jason tries to stop him, but Jordan is already at attention and brings him in for questioning. Nell tells Michael about the letter. He tells her to hold off, and Nell secretly opens the letter from Sonny and reads it. Valentine tells Laura they're connected by family, and she's sensing something really ominous. It's confirmed that Valentine is Charlotte's father. I was bothered by Scott's ice-to-drink ratio. Also, Ava and Scott schemed to get the pills from Lucy. But also, this drink, it was like all ice. Like, why pay for something? It looked like iced tea. Why pay for something if it's going to be all ice? I don't know. It still bothers me. It's like a month later. It still bothers me. Nell resealed the letter with holy water, and I just feel that this needs to be noted again. Like, that bothers me for some, I don't know, I feel like it's like symbolism they're trying to show us here, right? Anyway, on the 15th, Jason tells Sonny he wasn't responsible for Morgan's death, and Sonny accepts it. Now, or at least he doesn't give Jason as big as a problem as I thought he was going to give him. Nell gives Carly Sonny's letter and lies about having read it. Basically, he's leaving his money to Carly and setting up a foundation and putting money in trust for the kids, so he's taking care of everybody. Carly is informed Sonny wasn't responsible for the bomb in any way, shape, or form. Sonny is officially arrested for murder and attempted murder. On the 16th, Franco confronts Tom Baker. Tom Baker claims he's a changed man. Franco, there's this big kind of an altercation, and he winds up like choking him. Not an altercation. Franco's basically going after him, and he starts choking him, and Tom Baker says he won't go near Elizabeth. This is also the first time we see Jean's Brantford Roadhouse, something like that. One second, YouCat wants to say hi. Hi, this is the month in review. Hello. Oh, mwah, cutie pie. Oh, did you make me lose my spot? No, we didn't. Okay, so Jax admits he did. Oh, Jax and Alexis are having breakfast, dinner, who knows. And he admits he did some illegal things to get Jocelyn a kidney. No one knows his involvement, though, but there's even more to it. Lucy isn't fooled by Scott and his plan to get the pills back. Alexis stays behind at Jean's to make calls, aka drink, and Tom Baker approaches her. On the 17th, Carly starts to pick up on the chemistry between Michael and Nell. She wouldn't object to them dating in the future. Bobby catches Nell stealing and makes a big deal to Carly, but she wasn't stealing. Bobby is still super suspicious of her, and Bobby is going to work at General Hospital again. A drunk Alexis vindicates me and tells Tom Baker Franco's name is Robert, and he's reformed, by the way. This made it sound like a bad thing, but I was happy about that, because he's like, oh, Franco Baldwin. Anyway, she's like, no, his name is Robert, and I was like, thank you, somebody's finally saying it. Alexis wakes up in a strange motel. Holiday Inn, we at the hotel. Sorry, motel. I'm sorry, I said hotel, motel. The next thing you have to say is Holiday Inn. You can't not. Anyway, she kind of inadvertently trashed the place, and Jax catches her, and Jax wants Alexis to have an intervention or something. She resists, and she threatens to expose his kidney secret. Also, she's alone at the motel. She didn't go there with anyone. She was there alone. And the custody battle for Charlotte starts. On the 18th, I looked at my upload views via TimeHop. 5 years ago, we had just hit 4,000 views, and now we have 400,000 views, and it still blows my mind, and I just want to throw out another thank you. I just want to note that and throw out another thank you to all of you. Anyway, Griffin punches Valentine, and Valentine gets full custody of Charlotte, but the two were not related. No, that sounded funny. That incident isn't why Valentine got full custody. He's her biological father. The judge kind of felt she had to, you know. Curtis mentions Oscar Jessup to Julian, and Julian fires him from investigating. Franco apologizes to Sam about Hawaii. She doesn't really care. She thinks he's just playing mind games, and Franco has the IT guy track Tom Baker's phone. Tom Baker tells Elizabeth he's not a threat to her. Valentine says the Latin phrase to Anna for the first time. And Anna's like, how do you know that phrase? Jax and Carly kiss. I have many Lion King moments in this recap. I guess I wanted to let you know again. J-Sam gets word from Spinelli that Oscar Jessup has been dead for 26 years. Dun dun dun. Julian is being manipulated by this Oscar Jessup for months. The person he's dealing with is using the name Oscar Jessup. What could this mean for what's happened in his life? Could he have been forced to do what he did to Alexis? Just like he and Ava were kind of forced against each other back in the day. And could he have faked his own car bomb in an attempt to frame Sonny? On the 21st, Curtis wants to team up with J-Sam. And he has footage from an adjacent business, and a delivery van was blocking Pete's shooter. Jax and Carly step back. He'll be here for her as a friend, and they both acknowledge they're better like that. Sonny is on house arrest. Hayden is staying at the Quartermains. On the 22nd, Alexis struggles watching everyone drink and finds an out of Thanksgiving. By the way, this is Thanksgiving for them. Ava finds out Sonny is under house arrest and isn't pleading guilty. Scott switched the pills in the bottle Lucy had when he tells Ava it's in front of Avery, and just saying, hopefully that'll come up later. Come on, Avery, learn to talk faster. Dylan actually is a Quartermain that had turkey on Thanksgiving, even though it was half a turkey burger. Julian meets with the hospital board member and makes it clear he doesn't have a choice when it comes to this condo deal. Curtis tells Jordan he did give her a courtesy call. Okay, how did I miss that pun the first time around? About Pete's murder. But Andre picked up and told him to leave Jordan. Because Jordan's like, you couldn't have given me a courtesy call? And he's like, well, I did. And I'm just sitting here, I'm like rewatching. I'm like, wait a second. Courtesy call? Come on. I just had to say it again. It's so perfect. I'm so mad I missed it the first time around. Anyway, on the 23rd, the chocolate cake episode, as I like to call it, not because they had chocolate cake, but because I did. ECAT, why are you making that horrible noise? And this video also somehow became a food review, and ECAT also smacked me in the face. So the Quartermains almost have turkey, but Finn's bacteria has infected the turkey, so it's pizza time. Nell is aware Carly is warming up about Sunny. Lulu and Dante get married! Woo! And Alexis runs Julian down with her car, so you got your ups, you got your downs. On the 28th, Nell leads Sunny to think Carly and Jack slept together. She drugs Sunny and stages it so it looks like they slept together. Jordan and Andre have it out about Curtis and the phone call. The courtesy call. Okay, I know I'm beating a dead horse, but like I missed it the first time around, okay? J-Sam loops Curtis in on the Jessup, and the van was owned by the fake, and the van was owned by a fake company. The delivery van. Alexis leaves the scene of the accident. She loops Jax into what happened. Jax wants her to check herself into rehab, and she wants to talk to her daughters first. Julian is in the hospital, and he starts to say to Ava that she wasn't the reason that he got back in the business, but of course, interruption. On the 29th, Bobby is back on staff at General Hospital. Hayden tested positive for the deadly disease Finn has, so you got your ups and you got your downs. There was a Doctor Who reference. Hayden hugs Elizabeth at the hospital. Sunny wakes up with Nell in his bed, and she cries and gives some vague story as to what happened, and he takes full responsibility for what happened. I give Nell the benefit of the doubt and say that she's being used and doesn't really want to do this because she's like said she was sorry and this, that, and the other thing. And Carly has come over and decides she's going to stop punishing Sunny for Morgan's death. On the 30th, the final episode, Tom, Baker, and Franco have a huge fight that Franco started. Carly and Sunny really mend fences. Kiki brings up leaving her job at the Metro Court to make it easier for both her and Carly will give her a good recommendation and all that. Nell recorded Sunny's confession and seems really pleased with herself, and now I'm not so sure she's a puppet. So, thanks. It took like less than 24 hours for that turn to happen. Thank you so much for watching. I plan to have these up much earlier in the month. This month is just... I blame Black Friday, to be honest. I got a lot more orders than I thought I would, not complaining, but it kind of swamped my time. But in any event, thank you so much. I will see you today for more General Hospital, but then the next month in review is going to be January. Oh my goodness. I'm planning a special video for the end of the year, but I can't promise anything, but I hope I can pull it off. But in any event, don't want to take any more time with this. I hope you had a great month, and I will see you next month for the month in review. Bye!